Learning the tricks of SketchUp for web can save you lots of time and can make your life much easier. You will be so much faster in SketchUp if you learn the tricks that I'm gonna be explaining today. So in the previous videos, I've explained the basics of SketchUp and then I've modeled a full house on SketchUp for web to show you the tools that you will be needing if you ever decided to start working with SketchUp. But today, I'm gonna start explaining the tricks of SketchUp that will make you so much faster and will make you feel that SketchUp is so easy. I'm an architect and a designer. On this channel, I explain some architectural and designing content. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and hit the notifications bell on so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. But for now, let's start our tutorial. So, as I promised in the previous video, today we're gonna learn more about the groups, about the components, about the move tool and other stuff that will be really important while designing or while modeling in SketchUp. So this is the house that we've made last session. Okay, so now I'm gonna explain the group tool and why it is important. So first thing I want to start with is the rectangle tool. I'll use my rectangle tool or R on my keyboard and I'm gonna draw a shape and then I'm gonna create a shape next to it, and then I'll take my push-pull tool or P on my keyboard and I'm gonna create these two. Let's say that I wanna move this cube right here and leave this one where it is. So I'll select it and then I'll try to move it with my move tool or M on my keyboard, and it will start to give me this type of folding, and this is why I'd like to use the group. So as you can see here, it's distorting my shape. See, it's distorting my shape and it's creating folds. So for that, I'd like to create groups. So let's do that from the beginning. So I'm gonna use my rectangle. I'm gonna create this one. I'm gonna create this shape, and then I'm gonna triple click, right click then, and make a group. So now this is a group. Now I'm gonna create another shape. I'm gonna push pull it, and I'm gonna also select it with my triple click. Triple click will allow you to select all the connected faces, and then right click, make a group, and now I have two groups of these shapes. I'm gonna try to move it, and now it's gonna move perfectly without distorting the other shape, the one that is attached to it. So this is why you need to group your elements. And then I'm gonna introduce you to something called components. To create a component, you can select the thing that you wanna make as component, and then right click group first, and then right click again, make component. And this window will appear to you. You can rename it in the definition. So let's say that this is box, and you can hit OK. So now this is my box. You can go to your entity info and you will see right here that this component is called box. Alright, what the component does is that if I copy this box multiple times and then I get into one of these components, if I select one face, it will select all the others. Alright, so that will help me if I have like a window or door, because if you change one thing about this component, it will change in the other components. So what it did, it created instances of this cube or of this box. So let's try to scale this box. It will scale all the instances. So that's for the component. What I'll try to show you now is that let's pretend that we have three windows or three elements, three components right here, and we want to make a change to one of them. So for that, I'm gonna select the box that I want to change, and then I'm gonna right click, make unique, and then I'm gonna try to edit it, and we will see if it will change the other instances. Now it won't change because this is a unique component of these components. And now let's see in the entity box what it will give me when I select it. See, the other two in the definition say box, but for this unique element it says box number 1, which will make it unique, but it's still one of these two components, but this one is unique. And now for sure you should be familiar with the copy and move tool because I've explained this before. But let me show you something really important. So now let me remind you of the copy tool. So I'll select my move or M on my keyboard, and then I'm gonna hit Control. Control is gonna allow me to copy instead of moving. So this is simply copy. And then I'm gonna show you something really interesting in the copy tool. So let me show you how you copy with a distance. First of all, you need to select your pace. So let's select this corner and hit Control for copy, and then you can just choose the distance. Let's say 15 meters. 15 on my keyboard and then enter. So this is a 15 meters copy of the original box. And now without hitting anything on my keyboard and without clicking anything on my mouse and without hitting anything on my keyboard, I'll just type X and then select how many boxes I want to be copied with the same distance. So I'll hit 5. So now it gave me 5 boxes with 15 meters distance. So what I did simply is that I selected the box that I want to make copies of, and then I selected the pace. I hit Control on my keyboard, and then I specified the distance, which is 15. Let's make it 16 this time, and then you hit enter. After that, without changing anything, just hit X and the number. Let's say 6 cubes, and now it gave me 6. And then if you want to have more copies, you can just simply, without touching anything, just press X and then add more. You can add 10, and now you have more. So that's the way to create copies of the same element with a certain distance. So now let's learn something new. I'm gonna just move this box right here so I can show you what we can do. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how we can array between two boxes or between two elements or two components or two groups. Alright, so I'm gonna go to my move tool. I'm gonna hit Control on my keyboard so I can copy, and then I'm gonna specify a distance. Let's say that I want a distance of 100 meters between my two boxes, and then without touching anything and changing anything, I'm just gonna hit the divide sign, which is slash, and then specify the number of cubes that I want them to be repeated between my two cubes. Let's say 6. So now I have 6 cubes and with a specified distance. Now I want to introduce you to the arc tool. So this is our arc tool. There are many ways to create an arc in SketchUp, but I'm gonna show you this one. So I specified my first point and my second point, and I'm gonna create a curve. So this one specifies the center and then the end point, and then it creates a curve. The other one, it will specify the start, end point, and then the arc length. And then the third one is gonna let you specify 2 points and then create a curve between them. And then the last one is gonna allow you to specify the center, then one of the points, and then you can just move your hand, and this will allow you to create a surface. Okay, let's say that I wanna push-pull this shape. What you need to know is that SketchUp does not work with curves. So if you zoom in, these are not actually curves. These are just segments, but these are closed segments that will make you think that these are curves. What I want you to do is that I want you to go to your display tab right here and then check the hidden geometry, and it will show you the hidden lines right here of your curve. And if you select this curve right here and then go to your entity info, it will show you how many segments you have. So here we have 12 segments. What if I try to draw another curve, but this one with more sides? Maybe it will be more smooth. So let's try that. I'm gonna select the curve tool again, and then I'm gonna just draw a random curve, and I'll select this curve and change the 12 segments to 200 segments. See, it will be so much smoother in this case. So I'll just pull it, and look at this. Look at this, how many small sides we have. So it will never be a curve, but you can increase the segments or the sides so it will appear as if it is curved. And then if you want to split this face, let's say we want to split this face, you can select wherever you want to split, and then you can go to your soften off and it will make it appear. And then you can go back to your display tab, and then you can uncheck the hidden geometry, and now it will make your faces splitted. You can of course select more, you can split more, and so on. And also of course you can use your pencil tool to split like this. But if you want to stick to the original segments of your curve, you can actually do that. Also, same applies to the circle, of course. So if you go to your circle tool and then draw a circle, you will notice that it's made out of segments. And you can also change these segments. You can increase them, or you can just decrease them. So see, this is a circle of 6 segments. So you can decrease the segments to 6 or anything that suits you. Alright, so guys, today we've learned the group tool, the component tool. We've learned many things about the copy tool in SketchUp, and then I showed you how to deal with curves. In the next tutorial, I'm gonna explain many other stuff about SketchUp for Web. So this was the end of our third tutorial of explaining SketchUp for Web. If you have any questions, please list them in the comment section below and I'll answer them. Don't forget to repeat this series and practice on SketchUp for Web. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and hit the notifications bell on so you can get notified when I upload a new video. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.